your Storm Track weather with Chief Meteorologist Matt Miller.
A little bit more sunshine earlier in the day, and as the day went on, that scattering of cloud cover became more and more widespread, and we're still looking at a partly to mostly cloudy sky right now. As we head into the night, we'll see those passing clouds moving through. It's all part of a system that takes a couple of days to clear through, as we'll still see some more clouds around on Tuesday. That'll have some impact on temperature, again fading out the sun, not fully blocking it, but a very warm week still. Only a minor impact on temperature during the day tomorrow. It holds the lows up a degree or two, keeps the highs down a degree or two, but no major change there. We'll still have comfortable nights with that fairly dry air in place over the next several days. You can see that scattered cloud cover up overhead at West Manhattan as well as in western Shawnee County. A decent amount of cloud cover still hanging around the area, passing through. It looks a lot gloomier in this zoomed in shot at Mayetta. When you just look at it, some areas of the sky have that cloud cover widespread. In other areas, there's breaks in the clouds with some blue showing up. This is a view in central Topeka right now where the temperature is currently at 84. It actually feels a degree cooler at 83 when you take into account how dry the air is. The dew point is still in the middle to upper 50s, so very comfortable humidity. Typically allows for temperatures to drop down into the 50s, but we had some clouds and a little light breeze last night. We stayed at 60, made it up to 84 today, and both of those numbers coming in about 8 degrees above the average marks. And so we're looking at that above average weather to continue for the next several days with 80 at Emporia, Council Grove, and Burlington, some of the cooler spots where there's been more cloud cover moving in. And with all the clouds to the south, it's actually the southerly wind bringing in slightly cooler temperatures. Just fell to 79 at Burlington, where more of the warmth is now centered to the north, with temperatures in the low to mid 80s. And everybody's got a light southerly wind, or at least a light and variable wind. And that light breeze has been a factor throughout the day today in not moving different kind of air in. And so a lot of fans think, well, there's no wind, there's not much happening, but it's holding things constant. And with the dew points low, it's allowing the dew point to stay low, keeping us in that dry air for the next few days. We're seeing no major change on that. Later in the week, eventually southerly wind starts to bring in slightly higher humidity, but even by Friday, that is not muggy air by any stretch. It's just slightly more humid than what we currently are seeing. What we do have a lot of is cloud cover, and what shows up on radar, keep in mind some of those radar beams get pretty high up off the ground, and so they're picking up precipitation falling from these clouds that are way up there. There's no chance those raindrops are reaching the surface coming from that high up. Over the mountains, yes, that's some rain, but out into the plains right now, just some clouds. And this little disturbance will roll up and to the north and around this big ridge of high pressure that continues to hold the warmth in place for us. But as it's moving through, clouds after clouds after clouds over the next 24 hours at least, through the night, through the day tomorrow, and on in toward tomorrow evening or tomorrow night before we finally start to get a little clearing. We drop down tonight to low temperatures in the 50s and low 60s, start warming up midday to 70s and 80s, and we hold that way throughout the afternoon as well. We'll start out at 59, top out at a high temperature tomorrow of 83 with a light southerly and southeasterly wind, and then mid 80s through the second half of the week and on into the start of the weekend. A 20% rain chance there for Saturday and Sunday. As the system approaches, you'll see some slightly stronger southerly wind, and then the winds turn to the north on Monday, and slight cooling back into the 70s.
You know, some possibly mid 70s might be a little bit better this time of year than low to mid 80s, but yeah, it is nice.
It's nice, it's comfortable, and for people who like the warmth, they're loving it. To me, it's a little overdone.
Yeah, just a tad.
I'm kind of done with the 80s. I'm ready for that 70s and 60s, but it's not, you know, if we're going to get stuck in an above average temperature, this time of year is not that bad for that to happen.
Yeah, but our window of 60s and 70s is shrinking by the day.
Or we'll get more in the winter. You never know.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah. We'll see. All right, it's a trend on